that made me really excited because I have USA on the brain. Oh, wait, just a second. Let me see if I can remove this thing again. Why can't I don't know how to get rid of that, you guys. You know, it's Mercury retrograde. Well, not retrograde. We're in shadow. It retrogrades, I think, like on the 12th or the 13th of October. Get your stuff done, you guys. But that'll be a fun time to watch this administration because Don Julio, Bill behind bars and pants, all Geminis. Barr and Don Julio both hit. They always trip over their feet when we go Mercury retrograde, and it's quite entertaining. So that'll be something to look forward to. Lots I want to unpack with this quarter moon. But I'm going to tell you a personal story on why I totally am so optimistic for where we are going. I've been nervous. Everybody's been nervous, but for myself, my oldest, born on July 4th, the 4th of July after 9/11. That was huge because he arrived about 3 weeks early. So I just felt like, yeah, this is a really big deal. Him on the 4th, there was deep, deep, deep desire, strong determination to be here. And I've always felt bad because I always feel like his class has always kind of gotten the shaft or one way or another. For example, they're the class of 2020. Oh my gosh, did this year suck so much for them? Just riding high senior year, everything shuts down in March, no prom, no graduation, no nothing. And then we moved. And we had to. And I felt like the universe was saying, leave, get out of here. But especially for him, because Cancer is a sign of home. And a Taurus moon, they don't budge. They're not very easy to move. They like to be settled. Home is where it's all at. But it's been really, really sad. But I've always felt like he's kind of been a barometer for the health of our nation. He's been so sad lately. When I think about him, I think, oh my gosh, USA, be happy. Let's get some motivation going. Because, you know, college on hold, going to the community college because nobody knew it was going to happen. We moved to a new town. He's like, the other day, I lost everything. I don't have anything here. It just, everything sunk in. And then he and his girlfriend broke up. And then he couldn't get a job because we're a bit more rural compared to where we were. Couldn't get a job. And then something clicked the other night. He's like, oh, they're not hiring, but maybe they'll call. And then today I got up and he's like, Mom, I got the job. And I was crying. I was so happy for him. And he was just like, everything switched. It was like once we get that momentum going, once we get that shift, it gains momentum and we go forward. And he's in such a different place. And it came on this morning of this third quarter moon that was so consequential. And you'll see why. But to me, aside from being so proud of him, and he's like not doing fast food, he's not doing any of those other typical jobs. He's got a nice job for him. And he landed it. And my heart has been singing all day because it's like I can see so many things unfolding with this third quarter moon. And it just really made me happy for the state of our nation because he so resonates with that. And then coming back to the class of 2020, there's something very pivotal with this generation. This class of 2020, they're the first post 9/11 graduating class. And it's a different class. They are living in a totally different world. And then this first post 9/11 class is met with the first pandemic in 100 years and their education and everything they look forward to with their biggest hopes and dreams. going off prosperity. The markets were doing great. It's gone, stolen from them again. So I was thinking about this class of 2020 and what do they have to offer? So, we're just going to jump right there. I want to show you what gives me so much hope. So much hope. Not too long ago, I was talking about the United States of America is always engaged in wars. They are being attacked. Like, our partnerships are so incredibly important for us. It's because, so this is the USA chart. At the time, I was talking about, the ascendant, the thing that breathes life into a chart, a person when they're born. When the Constitution was signed in the Eastern Horizon, we had Sagittarius here at 12 degrees. And the sun rises at its highest point that day, becoming all that you can be. Your highest achievements happens to be in the sign of Libra, which is partnership, scales of justice. This is what we aim for. We're known for it. Saturn is here, which gives so much stability in this area. Until recently, but I just talked about that in that part 1, 2, 3. And then the sun sets. It sets, and then we can't see the sun anymore because it's on the other side of the world. But when we're talking about Libra season, the sign of Libra rules this area over here of the chart. It's opposite this area, which is all about who you are. I am. Well, this area has to do with we are together. So it has everything to do with partnerships, agreements, justice, the scales of justice. It's also your open adversaries. So USA, even though we're on North America, we only share boundaries with our wonderful friends in Canada and Mexico, we're always dragged into wars because the Mars here in the United States chart is so strong because it's not under the beams of the sun. It just makes it that much more just charged, just like permanently charged and active. So that's where a lot of our energy goes. Our energy goes into our partnerships, and a lot of energy goes into attacks upon us. So this is just part of our chart that we will always have. We can be like anti-war, anti-this. We're never going to get away from it because it's part of our blueprint. But this class of 2020 has something to say about that, and they are going to change things for good. It will always be here, but it will be for good. By the way, Donald's sun is conjunct this Mars at 21 degrees. That's why he's so hostile and adversarial against we the people, against democracy, because he hates this. He hates democracy so much. Just talked about that. That's his biggest wound. So he gets so charged up with the USA chart to be aggressive towards others, be in your face, blah, blah, you know what I mean. But this class, I looked at, the year for those birth years. They have Saturn. Where is their Saturn? Their Saturn, the thing that stabilizes things out of control, crystallizes things. Their Saturn, look at this, is at 14 degrees Gemini. So right there on the descendant, like it almost like seals the door shut. This class has their Saturn from 14 degrees Gemini to 27 degrees Gemini. So what they are going to do, because this Mars is all about protecting allies, it's all about defending against attacks. What this whole area does with this class of 2020 post 9/11 is they stabilize and reinforce the boundaries and our defenses. Going back to the hockey analogy, because I love hockey. You're a defenseman, like my son. Cancer defends home. Your great defense people will probably be a water sign. Even Pisces has super ton of defensive properties. I think Ruthie, her Mars was in Pisces. Talk about defensive properties and the greater good. This is the defense of home. When you get a goalie who is on fire, and this is when I fell in love with hockey in 1980 when we defeated the Soviet Union, and that goalie was like a brick wall. That's what this is. That Saturn is a brick wall. So you have Mars. We can still defend, we can still protect, but it's going to stable everything with our partnerships, and we're going to defend. We will have so much better defenses. And because Gemini is like the teenager of the zodiac, it will force these kind of adolescent, impulsive ways when it comes to going to war. It'll suppress that. It will make it grow up, so to speak. That's what this class of 2020 post 9/11 class is doing. This is what they're going to be doing with their lives. And I just am so thrilled about this because it's basically going to be our new Renaissance. I keep talking about a Renaissance 2.0. I don't know what it is, but I know this class is going to be part of it. The other territory look at this, you guys. So the other territory they cover, next year we have our Pluto return. We know that Pluto is a planet of destruction, transformation. When you are never the same. When you have Pluto touch you, you are changed for good. Part of the 9/11 is the Saturn-Pluto opposition. Pluto, back on 9/11, was in the area of Sagittarius, lands far away, and we had a destructive attack from lands far away. This class was born with Pluto. Their Pluto is exactly the conjunct the ascendant. That is so powerful. This is incredibly powerful. They have it from 12 to 14 degrees. I can't even tell you how much power that gives them. The year before they were born, Pluto was conjunct right here in the area of secrets and hidden enemies. That attack was from a hidden enemy. We couldn't see it. It was in our blind spot. And when we said never again, this class of 2020 said, you betcha never again, never again. I'm so proud of these guys. Their Jupiter, this is what this class of 2020, I'm going to tell you what else they're going to do. It is their mission. Their Jupiter, the planet of expansion, fortune, good luck, miracles, healings. It's the Wheel of Fortune card in the tarot. Their Jupiter was at 10 degrees Cancer, all the way 6 degrees Leo. So they're all about their continuing relationships, partnerships, home, defending home like never before. They have USA's part of fortune, their luck. USA's natal Jupiter amplified that much more. USA's Sun, USA's Mercury, contacts, negotiations, the vertex opportunity to the North Node. This is their purpose. And this now goes into the 8th house of shared resources. Life, death, transformation, taboos, espionage, taxes. This class of 2020, it is going to be their driving force to get this right, defend the United States. And this North Node in Leo. Leo represents the child. It's a full heart. It's the warmth of the universe. This is what they're driven to. And wow, Uranus, how they're going to revolutionize things? Uranus, genius, insight, innovation, science, humanitarian efforts. Their Uranus, which can also be chaos, catastrophe, is in its dominion in Aquarius. Uranus was in Aquarius during the time like when the light bulb was invented, when we had all the innovation with the Industrial Revolution. This is them. And that meetups with USA Moon, We the People. So it's like they're defending the moon. They know what we need as a nation. They're going to innovate it. They're going to be amazing. And it's going to be profitable, and it's going to benefit the whole and the greater good. This is your class of 2020. This is your Renaissance 2.0, and that might